Shit, thank you for the extra coats. What do I always do? Extra coat of arrogant, extra coat of armor.
Come here, Dale, it's booty bustin' time.
Ferris, no. It still hurts from last time. Every night!
Yo, what's good, Raiders? This is a little PSA before we get into this video. Now, some of you may have noticed that channels like myself, Yickety Yucks, LG, King of Rogues, have been having videos taken down, having to private videos, having their whole channels deleted, and basically that's because our veteran deadbeat dad is back falsely striking channels again. This guy doesn't know how to file copyright strikes, so a lot of troll channels are starting to beat them. You're going to start seeing a lot more videos coming back from a lot more troll channels. So if you haven't, be sure to turn on the bell for any channel that you like, because YouTube tends to fuck up your algorithm after you get some strikes. So be sure to show any channels you like just a lot of love. And as well, can we get in the comments, can we get a chain of hashtag #StayFreeDale, because I know this guy is going to watch it. Want to know how I know? Because he got caught watching my videos on stream last night. Take a quick look at this.
Shit, thank you for the extra.
What an idiot, man. Anyway, guys, let's get right back into this video. Peace.
I'm gonna give my current barber. What up, bro? What up, Dr. J? I'm gonna give my current barber one more shot to give me a crispy cut, and then I'm just basically gonna start searching around. So the test will basically be look, I need a cut with 0 enhancements. That's gonna be the test. If my cut isn't crispy with 0 enhancements, you know I'm finding a new barber. That's the test. 0 enhancements. My shit ain't crispy with no enhancements. I already got another barber ready to go.
In my opinion,
Barber
feel
business,
like a
shout out
man
for the
looks
1050.
their best 3 days after a cut, not prime cut.
Yeah, usually I look pristine for like 4 days. Or like 4 days, basically. And then after that, I'm kind of grimy. Like, I usually have maybe barely a week for a crispy cut, and then it's done. Here, let me reset all this shit. How's Cobalt? Frisky? Loving life? I'm liking how the cats are like more split up now. Like, they're not all in one place. Like, they just... Like, right now, Dexter's here, but the other 2 cats are downstairs. Bald phase on the side. I know, it's like my hair grows back too fast, so what I'm gonna do is when I go get a taper, I'm gonna be like, I wanna keep my corners dark, and then I need you to go as high as you can on the taper. On the back and the side, because my hair grows back too fucking fast. Nah, I'm actually gonna take Cobalt to the vet next week. Ray-Ban blue light filters. Like, I feel like my taper is like, if I had a good taper, it wouldn't be growing back grimy like this. Like, my shit, the blend is supposed to grow back cool. Nah, the 3rd cat fell up on me. I would never get more. I didn't expect to have 3, but the universe wanted me to have a 3rd one. What, I leaked the SUV? Bro, I didn't even leak shit, I just showed a kiosk. Nah, don't do that lame ass shit. You know, DLOL, shout out for the 2 months. 12 days without a cut. I know, that's kind of like, at first I was getting tapers from my barber, and then I was like, I started saying, you know what, let me just get like low fades, because I feel like tapers is like low-key a wasted cut for me. Like, if I just get a taper, bro, my shit's gone. My shit is toast. Like, my shit's gone in like, what, 3-4 days? But if I get a mid fade, bro, I got all this shit that gets to grow back, and I'm looking clean. Limburn, shut up for the 9 months of the plat. Yeah, my mustache is flared out. That's how you know it's time for me to get a cut. When you start seeing my shit not look sharp, that's how you know it's time for me to get a cut. See how my shit's flared on some Ryan Coogler shit? Yeah. I think Crawford beats Canelo? Absolutely not. That's a funny question. I want to say, do you believe it? Bro, last time I got a fucking taper. A low taper is a waste of time though. My hair grows back too fast. Nah, right now I'm letting my hair grow back because I cut it too short. I don't like my hair short like this. But I'm letting it grow back. You like big bling? Damn, the audacity. Got me fucked up on the locks. Locks are out of style. I told you guys that. Did I react to it? Yeah, it's gonna be on the channel. I need a pristine thumbnail maker. That's what the fuck I need. I need a pristine thumbnail maker that could get my shit done. Like, that's the fuck I need. Like, if I had a pristine thumbnail maker, because my clippers, they don't know how to do thumbs. So, if I had a pristine thumbnail maker, I could basically shoot on my shit while I'm streaming, have a thumb ready to go. Boom, the shit might be uploaded while I'm streaming. Depending on what we're talking about. Fuck a timeout, ban that nigga out of my stream. Bro, Fiverr, everybody is from India. They're gonna take too long. Fuck out of with that lame ass TikTok lingo. You're gonna get banned instantly. Alright, I'm gonna lock in with this laundromat simulator. Quick, fast, boom. Well, I mean, of course I'm paying. It's not no cheap. I mean, I'm not asking for free thumbs. But my shit needs to look professional. Can't just be some black thumbnail. Like, the shit gotta look crispy and clean professional. Like, did you see the thumb on the last 2 videos I did? See how crispy that shit is? It's just my guy that does thumbs. Is in a different time zone. Every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna go. When's the last time I got a cut? As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to extra week grimy right now. Because I was like, yo, I want to keep my corners. So he trimmed my corners and then put enhancements on the corners. I'm like, well, that defeats the whole purpose of keeping my corners. I said I want to keep my corners dark, and just give me a high taper. So why trim down the corners, put enhancements on it? Now I'm growing back my corners. Let me check. Last time I got a cut was May 28th. Damn, I ain't had a cut in a minute. It's all good though. I could never recede though. It's not in my genetics. Not balding at the top. My shit's still thick than a motherfucker. Not crowning in the back. No grays in my shit. Nothing. Like, I'm good to go. I don't know where the fuck I get these genetics, but I'm thankful for them. No grays nowhere. My shit ain't receding. This is no enhancements. I'm just grimy right now. Don't jinx it. Take your multivitamins. How you get grays? Genetics. Body getting classic on you. But like I said, I had a homie, bro, when we were like, I had a homie that I was 11, he was 10. This nigga had grays in his hair at 10. So some motherfuckers just prematurely. There's nothing you can do about it. Then on top of that, also what'll make you grow gray earlier too, is, yeah, somebody in the chat said it. You can go gray earlier with stress, for sure. That's 100%. Stress, 100%. And you're deficient in something. Meaning like you're deficient in a vitamin. Like a lot of people be deficient in like vitamin B. So if your body is like heavily deficient in vitamin B, you can go gray early. Having white hairs in your 20s is normal? Damn, niggas going gray in their 20s? Different timeline, bro. I wouldn't say grays is a bad sign, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like if grays maybe mean I'm closer to death. Like, I don't know. That's just the way I think. I'm like, damn, if I start graying up, my body's damn near dead. Like, that's personally how I look at it. Like, damn, my body's clocking out on me a little bit. Like, fuck. I mean, we're dying every day, whether you like it or not. Every day you wake up, you're dying. But I'm just saying, like, when your body just starts, it can't even produce color anymore. You start turning into like Pleasantville. I'm like, shit. Damn. That would basically indicate that my body's dying on me. To an extent. Like, I'm still living, but it's indicating that these are the years where it's like, okay. Yeah. Like, one thing I can't stand to see, like, when I'm watching an Instagram barber video and somebody with a full gray beard, bro, I would cut that shit off so quick or dye it. You ever see, like, them, the OGs with the big-ass crispy gray beard? No thanks. Mm-mm. Yeah, that shit, nah, bro. I would just cut that shit off, personally. I wonder what in the body, like, just makes it to where you just can't produce color anymore? What do you think it is? Like, for the people that go gray, like, what is it that causes gray? No, it can't be age, because I'm telling you, I've known chicks that are 25, 26 with hella grays. I'm like, damn, you got that shit. You looking like fucking Rogue. Alexa, why do human beings start to produce gray hair?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, hair follicles produce less and less color as they age. As hair goes through its natural cycle of dying and being regenerated, it's more likely to grow back in as gray beginning anytime after age 35.
Oh, damn, so genetics too. So basically, if you're somebody that puts a lot of chemicals in your hair too, you can actually go premature. So for all the people that keep dyeing their shit, you know, you're trying to look swaggy for TikTok and Instagram, damn, you can actually fuck up when you're supposed to go gray. Yeah, all of that shit, yup. Everybody knows chemicals and hair dye is bad for your shit. Yeah, I've never dyed my shit before. The left side turn white? It's crazy. Shout out to everybody on Twitch and everybody on Emerald. See you over there. Bro, that Street Fighter 5 lobby was so fun yesterday. Victory has defeated you. Shout out for that
Theatricality and
38 months.
deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
Engineer status. Congratulations. Hell yeah, that shit was fun as fuck, bro. That lobby was lit. That shit was fun. Yeah, stress will definitely make you grow gray fast, but me, I've always said, regardless of what people might think, they might think I'm in here pulling my hair out and shit like that over anything, but to me, stress is like, it's always been pointless to me. Damn, what the fuck? They got something called Supermarket Simulator too? This looks like a pain in the ass. This does not look fun. I'm not even gonna lie, this doesn't look fun. Wait, I gotta scan niggas and give them the right change? No, I'm not playing this game. No thanks. I was a cashier in my previous life. At a couple of jobs. I want no parts of a supermarket simulator, I promise you. No thanks. The fact that I have to build up to higher is crazy work. Power wash simulator? Oh no. There's no way I would play this. There's no way. The word simulated in itself should be something that I'm not even touching in the first place. The worst job before I became LTG? Well, how about the worst job I started when I first started LTG. But actually, I wasn't working here before. Yeah, actually, yeah, hold on. Yeah, before I was LowTierGod, I was working at Goodwill. I was, of course I wasn't working, but I was like dabbled into the internet shit, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. This was like 2013 or something like that. And I got a traffic ticket. I got a traffic ticket, and then I got community service, and I wasn't working. But I was a peon. I was like living with some chick or whatever. She was paying all the bills. Worst time of my fucking life, by the way. And you know, I'm doing my customer service shit. I mean, the, what is it called? Community service. I'm doing community service at Goodwill, and then the manager was like, yo, do you want a job here? I was like, I was thinking to myself, I mean, clearly ain't nobody else hired me, so fuck it. Worst mistake of my life. I was literally a slave. Every day, customers reminded me I was too good for the job. You're too handsome to be working here. Why are you working here? Damn, like, what are you doing here? This place isn't for people like you. Like, when I tell you, customers would tell me every day and remind me every day that I was better than that job. Like, strangers really will, like, lead you into the right direction. They really will, like, remind you of your greatness. Because they don't know you, so they could just see you. You know what I mean? They could just kind of see. So, everybody knows, if you've ever been tapped into the lore of me, you remember the Snapchat days when I was just fucking shit up on Snapchat. Some of you niggas might remember, some of you don't, but I used to be fucking hella shit up on Snapchat when I worked there. Like, the best part about that job was destroying shit on Snapchat. I was fucking shit up. But when I tell you, the strangers would be like looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing working here? And then tell me about it. Well, really, like I said, what really fucked me up is, so I worked in the back. Right? Where people would come drop their shit off. And one of my like high school teachers that came in there, my math teacher. And you know, you can't forget my face. So no matter what, no matter how long it's been, you can't forget my face. So he comes in, he drops his stuff off, and he looks at me and he stares. It was this Puerto Rican dude. He was Puerto Rican. He comes in and he looks at me and he stares and he lifts up his glasses and he says, hold on a second. He was like, oh, you want the... He sounds just like Carlos Esposito. He's like, hold on a second. He was like, were you one of my students in my math class? I was like, Mr. Such and Such? He's like, what are you doing here? Like, he was so upset when he seen me working at Goodwill. He was pissed off. Like, this man was like, really like, visually upset that I was working there. He's like, what are you doing here? You're like, this is what you started doing. Like, I said, no, you know, just life happened. I had to pay some bills, this and that. Like, I'm just here, you know, like, this isn't something I'm taking serious. I'm just working here just to, you know, make ends meet, so on and so forth. Bro, when I tell you, this dude hopped on his phone, he was with his girlfriend too. He hops on his phone. He's like, Dave, he's like, is the manager's position still hiring for the apartment complex? He's like, he's like, you clearly don't mind hard work. He's like, how do you feel about being a manager at an apartment complex? Bro, this dude was going through his phone trying to find me a job on the spot. Like he was visually upset that I was working there. So it's like, I always knew that when I was working at that bullshit place, I was working on being LowTierGod. Like, a lot of strangers that came here, I never told my business, by the way. I never was like, yeah, I'm trying to do YouTube. I never told anybody anything. Never told anybody anything. I just act like I was a regular guy coming to work, but I was always working on this LowTierGod shit. So, long story short, he told me to call him. I never called him back to get the job, this and that, because I didn't want it. I didn't want to be locked into a 40-hour-a-week job because I was doing a part-time shit, working on this whole content bullshit. But man, that's why I always got a soft spot for Latinos, bro, because the only people in life that ever tried to help me on an extracurricular level have been Latinos. Like, if it's anybody that's ever really tried to, like, look out for me to the max level in life, Hood Huncho, shout out for the 11 months. It's always been a muchacho. Hell no, bro. If I would've became a manager somewhere, it would have been worse. I would have never been me. It wasn't meant for that to happen. Because I always had my mind on the bigger picture. But, yeah, man, customers used to come in there all the time. But yeah, that was my worst job in life. When you work at a thrift shop like Goodwill, you're literally a fucking slave. If you're somebody that's like a dude that's just turning 18, 19, whatever, and you desperately need a job, don't go work at Goodwill. You're gonna be a fucking slave. They're gonna have you on these hot-ass trucks digging through merchandise. You're digging through used shit. You're basically a professional dumpster diver when you work at Goodwill. You're digging through shit. You're ripping through bags, searching for merchandise you think that you can price. You're in the hot fucking sun in a crazy truck full of used shit, used clothes, everything. No, that was the worst job. I swear it wasn't easy at all. You're bending over in these bins, right? There was these blue bins where they would put a bunch of merchandise in. I remember I used to be digging in the bins so much, I had lower back problems. So once I left that job, my back regenerated, my knees regenerated. That's how you know the human body is not really meant for like manual ass labor like that. My body literally regenerated as soon as I was gone from that job after a couple of months. My shit is like, if you're a young ass dude just getting out there into the world looking for a job, I would choose the most easiest bullshit part-time job. Like, to me, a job is not supposed to be difficult where you're making like bullshit money. Like, you should be doing something where if you want to be on your phone through a long time of your shift, just on there chilling, that's what it should be. You should have an easy ass job. You should not be doing manual labor for a part-time gig. Manual labor for $24,000 a year, $30,000 a year. That's a joke. You turn 18, graduate high school, completely avoided manual labor. Exactly, as you should. No man should start off doing a manual labor job unless you're a muchacho and your dad's hooking you up with one of these freeway jobs where you're making like $50,000+ a year on a union. Fuck with it. But I don't ever see no blacks. Warehouse jobs valid. Give me 1 second. I really hope I put this shit into reactions. I got something for you. Well, I got something for everybody. I'm glad you said that shit. See, that's how I know, like, signs, right? I literally ran into a reel about that particular thing. Somebody comes in my chat asking me about a warehouse job. Fuck. The universe is crazy. The fundraiser. Shout out for the 17 months. Let me see if hopefully I put it here. Hold on, let me see. Don't tell me I lost it. Not that crunchy ass nigga. It's not that. I know I put it in reacts. Bro, just chilling. Shout out for the sub. Thank you. Here we go. So to the people that ask about warehouse jobs, bro, I remember when I was 18, I used to try to get a warehouse job. Like, I wanted one so bad because it was looked at as good money, but it just wasn't in the cards. It was meant for me to not have these pussy ass jobs because there was a bigger purpose for me. So here's like a young dude talking about now how warehouse jobs can ruin your life.
Never work a warehouse job. I don't care how much money they give me. That's the type of job that'll destroy your brain, bro. After a job like that, you will never be able to think creatively ever again. They basically pay you to be a robot, bro. The warehouse jobs are jobs that should actually be handled by robots. No grown man who has control over his 4 limbs, has an IQ over 70, should be working in a warehouse. Talent's wasted. They got you pretending to be a robot damn near. It's basically robot roleplay. They tell you to move this box right here for the next 8 hours. It's going. You're moving this box right here. Imagine doing that for 8 hours straight, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's no way you can stay mentally sane doing that, bro. When you go home, that's all you're gonna be able to think about. You're gonna close your eyes, and all you're gonna see is the movements from that box. You're gonna see it with your eyelids closed. And then boom, at the end of the day, your manager comes up to you with his checklist. He's walking around with music in his ears. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you speed it up? Hey, speed it up. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Let's go. Hey. He's not doing nothing himself, but he has the audacity to come up, tap you on your shoulder. Hey, man. Hey, you gotta go a little faster, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The average projected speed of this should be 400 units per hour, and you're coming up on 352. So I need you to pick it up a little bit. And then he gonna whistle away, bro. He gonna walk with his clipboard. He gonna... And he's gonna go straight to the restroom and hop on TikTok for the next hour. Never work a warehouse job. I don't care.
I thought that shit was funny. Like, my thing is like, if you see greater endeavors in your future, any job you get, don't look at it as a career. Look at it as just a job that's getting you by, but still be working on something on the back end. Don't be like, well, shit, I got this job, $30 an hour, bro. Shit, I should be able to get my own apartment soon. Stand to this job for 8 hours straight. That's the type of shit that'll fuck your knees and back up early. Then it's gonna take 6 months to regenerate your knees and back because you've been standing up. Bro, even when I worked at fucking GNC, right? So when I got fired from Goodwill, which was the best day of my life.
I worked in a warehouse and it took 15 years off my life. Was there for 6 months.
They didn't take no 15 years. Shut up and resell for 5 months. Maybe mentally. But, so look, GNC was the easiest job I ever had in my life. But since I had to stand up so much, that shit was cooking my knees because I'm tall. So, bro, my knees was destroyed when I was working at GNC. I quit. 6 months later, my knees went back to regular. My shit solid, squat, lunges, running, all that. But GNC was the easiest get. It was so easy I had to quit. Like, I quit that shit like 5 years ago. I just didn't need it. I was like, you know what, bro? I was literally doing this all day, every day until customers came in. Bro, I was watching street beefs, everything, chilling on street beefs, on YouTube, Twitter. That shit was the easiest job. You don't even know what the fuck I was. I'm not even gonna tell you everything I was doing, but it was so easy I had to quit, bro. How was the pay? It was like $740 a check. Like $740 every 2 weeks. 200 rugs. I got it all bookmarked. Don't even trip. Did I have to learn about vitamins and shit? Bro, I already knew about all that stuff, but I was just more tapped in because I was working there. Are you guys lagging on my stream? Bro, I literally quit that job because I didn't need it no more. I was like, bro, sometimes I would stream and get $740 in super chat tonight. A band in super chat tonight just off the strength of people fucking with me. I was like, I don't need this job. Somebody else could take this shit. I was like, you know what? I told my boss, I was like, well, I'm out of here. He was like, all right, see you on your next scheduled day. I was like, nah, I quit. Bro, literally, we all scheduled to quit at the same time. That manager was pissed the fuck off. Because I'd already had plans to quit. I was going to quit in like February 2021. But one of the girls I work with, she came to work one day and she was like, well, guys, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I was like, damn, you're quitting? She was like, yeah. She's like, are you still going to quit? I was like, yeah, I'm going to quit, but I'm going to wait. She was like, why don't you just quit now, bro? I was like, I said, you know what? We were all in a group chat. Like, bro, when I tell you, like, the people that I worked with, we were so tight, but that's how you know work relationships are just work relationships. We were in a group chat together, bro. We fucking partied together. Bro, we texted each other, everything. Like, we was locked in. It was, how many of us was it? It was 1, 2, it was 4 of us. Like, we was tight. And then fucking, bro, we were in a group chat. So basically, we all wanted to quit because we didn't need the fucking job anymore. Switch sold 3 million copies the first day. It's Nintendo. So we all didn't need the jobs no more. Like, the other girl, she was getting a way better job because she had graduated college. She was getting a better job. I was doing way better on social media. So I was like, man, I don't need this shit. Fucking, the other homie had another job where he was working for like NASCAR or something like that. Bro, all of us were just basically transitioning into better parts in life. And then the other girl got a job somewhere in a different city. And so she was like, I was like, damn, you're quitting? She was like, yeah. I was like, damn, you're motivating me to quit earlier. I said, I was going to quit in February. Like, I was going to quit February 2021. And she's like, just put in your 2 weeks now. I was like, damn. I was like, such and such is going to be pissed. So she put in her 2 weeks. Bro, I literally quit. As soon as she put in her 2 weeks, the following week, I put in my shit. After that, the homie worked there for like 2 more months, put in his shit. 2 more months after the other girl left, and we all dipped. Yeah, there's no reason to buy a Switch 2. But yeah, I like literally didn't need the job no more. I could have just been working there for extra $740, but it was a waste of my time. Yeah, if Nintendo came with more games, they could have did 5 million the first day. Imagine if they would have came with a Smash Brothers or brand new Mario game. They would have did 5 million first day. 5 to 7 million first day, not 3 million. They didn't drop it any fire games. You're right, if they came with Smash Bros, they would have did 10. You're correct, I'll agree with you. Are Switch games really $80 for a physical copy? Or is it like, that's really what it is? Damn. So it's 80 base price per physical copy SD drive game. Oh, they went back to SNES prices, bro. OGX Falco, shout out for the 36 months. Close to engineer. Bro, those are the price of SNES games. If you pull up a SNES, like a fucking old Toys R Us ad, bro, DK3 was like $90. Fuck, bro, they're just basically going back to SNES type shit. Am I thinking about getting Mind's Eye? Oh, I've been seeing shit on Twitter. That game is like literally a multiverse mix of combustion fuckery. Like, dude stretching and pulling like he went through a Stargate. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that shit has to be patched. You only get a license if you buy it digital. You don't even own it. That's crazy. So if you buy the physical, you still need to download it from the store. What's the point? Just to hold on. So basically, if you're one of those monster drinking nostalgia niggas, then basically that's the only reason you're buying physical. One of those Funko Pop fuckers. Yeah, fuck that. One of those DVD collecting ass niggas. No thanks. The physical doesn't even have the game. It's basically a ticket to download the game. Oh, so there's no actual cartridges. You basically just buy a fake physical just for the packaging? Literally insane. Fucking insane. Nintendo is really smelling their ass. Like, wow. You said they're lying? No, I didn't see him multi-streaming or anything because I don't pay attention to what certain people do. Like I said, multicast you're only gonna benefit on a crazy level if you're like a super known person. If you're not super known, you're not gonna make no crazy bag like that. We're only doing like 40 hours. Well, we're only doing like $40 a stream for an 8 hour because there's only like we can only get like 130 people over there. Remember, I told you I was gonna give you the realistic approach for multicasting. The rest of these niggas, they're gonna lie, they're gonna cap, or they're gonna do all this fugazi shit, or they're already big enough to where it works for them on a grand scale. Like, I'm giving you the realistic. Yeah, exactly. Nobody subs on Emerald. Nobody drops on Emerald. Nobody even has the window up on Emerald, like just to have a body in there. Yeah, one of the owners did. Next week. Yeah, it's called the Rog Machine or some stupid shit. They used to sell them at Sunglasses Hut. Now they just don't anymore. I don't fuck with handhelds. You know that. No, I'm making Benihanas at home.